I'm sorry, folks. My computer, I had to restart it and all that. I don't know what was going on. I'm having some technical difficulties, but it's working now. I'm back. So good to be here. I apologize for the technical issue. But I don't know what y'all were talking about before, but hey. Oh, shit. Okay, for about 15 minutes, right? So, hey, we're back, and I'm back. I'm sorry. You guys were here. And it is Wednesday. It is December 9th. We are here with, I'm sorry, actually it's December 9th. Yes, I'm sorry. So we're here with you, and we are glad to be here. It's Wednesday, 6 p.m. The Mentality Show, all you Italians out there.
What? Together.
I'm trying to, man. I'm sorry. There's so much going on in the world right now. Okay, that shit threw me off. But anyway, so our topic today, we're going to kind of continue what we did last week, where we were hitting on some bullet points in relationships. And a lot of people chimed in and had other questions for us, and they wanted to know some things as far as their own personal lives. So, and again, that's what our show is about. If you want to know something, if you want our opinion on something, chime in, hit us up on _mentality_show. We'll get that information out to you. We'll answer that question. And that's what we're going to do today. So Vato V, my man Vato V, he has all the questions for you. He's going to read some of those questions out. We're going to answer those questions with our experience and our knowledge and break it down. So Vato V.
If you have listened up there.
They are on my phone, so I sent them to you. So go ahead and, I don't have, I'm using my phone on the thing. So if you can use your phone and.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought I asked you to save those. Okay, so.
They're saved.
One in front of me if you don't have it.
Whoa. Scully, you want to read them?
I got it right here.
Oh,
okay, go ahead. We're just all kinds of fucks up today, guys. We're all kinds of fucks up. So.
This is actually a good one. This is actually a good one right here. What is the hardest part about being in a relationship? The man's side of the story. So shut up, ladies. All right.
What is the hardest part about being in a relationship?
The ladies are going to speak up about that shit.
Great question.
The hardest part about being in a relationship, the man's side of the story,
is a dick.
Yeah.
Literally. Yes. Yes. You don't want that to be the softest part of the relationship.
That's the problem.
Then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Then she's really gonna be like, "Oh, you're soft."
Hey, what's the semi-hardest part of the relationship?
Oh, that's the initial 30 seconds.
Or after I'm done, that's the semi-hardest part of this relationship. Of being a man, because there's a lot of pressure on men, believe it or not, women. To certain things to live up to. I mean, we have feelings. We get scared. We get nervous. We get shy. Whatever. We have feelings. We're human too. And sometimes women look at us and they think we're supposed to be invincible and hard and not have these type of feelings and not able to express ourselves or be affectionate and all that type of stuff. So sometimes living up to that image you have of a man being invincible can sometimes be the hardest part about as far as being in a relationship. When a woman looks at you and says, be a man, the fuck you know about being a man? You're a woman. You know what I mean?
She's a woman.
Exactly. You're a woman. Put a woe in front of that. So I don't know, fellas. What do you think?
You know what? I think one of the hardest parts about being in a relationship is, because we have this, I guess this, I don't know what it's called, the norm of us being the provider, being the what is that, the protector, you know what I'm saying? Which is kind of true, but when you're in a relationship, especially when you're living together, you're married, it's both of you guys that have to be, protecting and taking care of each other, not just the man taking care of the family. Yes, you know what I mean? But talking about, when it comes down to finances and taking care of each other emotionally, if something happens, you got to keep it together because both of you guys have to be with each other and comfort each other.
Sometimes as a man,
in the family. So we have to hold it in sometimes when something difficult is going on, death or or something traumatic. We're the ones that have to like, oh, you can't cry because you're a man. But
sometimes as a man, I want you to hold me in your arms and love me. So, it's not always you being loved and held. Don't be selfish. Hold me and love me too. Damn it, I said it as a man. I said that as a man. So no, I hear you, V. I hear you, V. That kind of relates to what I was saying. It's being the provider. I mean, that's our job, of course, but we get weak sometimes and we make mistakes. We're not perfect. Women, we're not perfect. And you can't expect a man to be perfect. Like when a woman fucks up in a relationship and she's telling her girlfriends and her friends, they always like, oh, it's okay, baby. It's going to be fine. You'll work it out, da-da-da-da-da. But if a man fucks up in a relationship, he don't get that kind of love or support, man. It's always like, hey, you fucked up. Be a man, boy, and get over it. And what the hell, V? Are you wearing a towel? What the hell are you?
Oh, my bad, gentlemen. I just took a shower, so.
What the?
I just fucking at you.
Okay, I was about to say.
I want to throw you out. I want to throw you guys out.
That threw me off. That worked. That was good.
Throw you guys out.
I'm like, you just got out of the shower, but you're wearing a hoodie? That's.
Like that.
You know what? I really wish you wouldn't have shown what you had on under that towel, because that was epic.
Yeah.
That was funny. All right, Scully, you were going to say something?
Oh, you know what? I thought you guys were just focusing too much on the soft side of it. Let's keep it real. The hardest part about being in a relationship is actually realizing that you're getting yourself into a situation where this is it. Okay? I'm going to have to accept the fact that this is the one, whether it be for now or forever or whatever, and then I don't get any other choices. So if she pisses me off, what am I going to do? Am I going to go find that side piece, that ex or whatever?
Yeah.
And people think about this, and I want to keep it real, because I know women do it too. But yeah, it's like, whoa, dude, I didn't expect this. 30 days into it, 60 days into it, it's like, is this even going to work? I think that's the hardest part, is getting to that point where you're like, all right, this is going to work. And I think that's it. That's for me, that's what I would have to say. Is,
Scully, you make a great point. So you're kind of saying the hardest part of being in a relationship is being faithful to that one person in the beginning and not
committed.
Being fully committed and not
being in a relationship.
Yeah,
being in a relationship. That's a good point. For some men, it's hard to be faithful. It's hard to be faithful and be with just one woman.
But see, like you said, Scully, and I'm gonna piggyback off what you said. You're right. Being in a faithful, committed relationship, because, like you said, there's no other choices. You can't leave, and especially when you do have children, when you have kids together, then what are you gonna do? Like, you have to talk it out. I think the hardest part about it is compromising. If you can't compromise, there should be no relationship. And I think in a relationship, when you love somebody, you can love all you want, but you have to trust that person. That person has to be your ride or die. If you don't trust that person, you can't be with that person, man. So
right, especially if you're in a semi-hard relationship. Absolutely.
Yeah, but see,
right.
it cannot be
Here,
semi, man.
Let me piggyback off that semi-hard situation. Because you just don't.
We got to start using that. We got to start using that, man. That's a great phrase.
Yeah, you just don't know, man. There's likely going to be more bad times than good, and you got to hope that those good times are going to make it all worthwhile.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah. This is good. This is good for me to hear too. Being someone who's new to a relationship right now, or about to get into a relationship and everything. Who knows? Who knows? One day, we don't know. But anyway, this is good information to hear what you guys are saying, Vato B, Scully. It's good to hear what you're saying, because somebody who's never really been who hasn't been in a relationship in a long time. This is not just for young men to hear or young women to hear. This is something a grown man like myself it feels good to hear. That you guys, have dealt with the same things, and that's something I have to get used to again. When I get into a relationship.
Hey, but hold on. But it's never too late to be in a relationship or get into a relationship. You can be 18 years old, or you can be fucking 88 years old or 98 years old. It makes no sense. We all deserve to be with somebody if we find love at the end of the rainbow later on, man, like fuck
Mhm.
it, let it be, you know. But as long as you find that comfort, that love, that you're gonna be
Mhm.
supporting each other, that's all that matters, man. Yeah, it's fucking hard to be in a relationship. Yeah, you know, we all have eyes. If there's a sexy individual, a sexy person walking by, whether it's female or male, like it's you're gonna look, you know.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
let's just get to the reality of it, man. We're human beings, you know. That's the
You
way
know,
it goes.
somebody-
I've seen the way you look at
you're-
me. I get it. Thank you.
Scully, you want sexy bitch, man. you know, I gotta say, it's some. Ow! You know, as someone who's been in many multiple relationships, and I mean many multiple relationships. One thing I have to say is that every relationship I've been in has been different. Just like every human being is different, every woman, every man is different. Every relationship is going to be different. You can't go into one relationship thinking treat this person like A, B, and C, like I treated that last person. They should react the same way. No, there are certain rules, of course, in a relationship. You want to be faithful, communication, trust, and all that stuff. But every person you get into a relationship is not going to be the same. And I got to say this is my number one rule in a relationship. And I said this last week. A person will only treat you the way you will allow them to treat you. If you nip that shit in the bud in the beginning, if you really like this person, they do something fucked up, and you nip it in the bud and you check them and make sure they don't do it again, then you're good. But if you don't, they'll continue to walk all over you.
Hey, but
If they're that type of person.
But here's the shit. Like, okay, it's cool to say that we've been in many relationships. But
I gotta say this is my number one rule in a relationship. And I said this last week. Ted, we're getting some feedback.
It's a
The way
deal.
you will allow them to treat you. Somebody watching live or something? We're getting some.
If you really like this person,
I'm not.
you nip it in the bud.
KC? He's on mute.
He's on mute.
Okay, there we go. I don't hear myself. Whoever that was damn, he talks a lot. Okay,
You
so-
sounded great. Yeah.
Vato V, I'm sorry, you were saying before I interrupted you.
What I was gonna say is, you know, if you've been in a lot of relationships, man, sometimes you gotta look at yourself and be like, why have I been in a lot of relationships? Like, what's going on? Is it me?
You trying to talk shit?
No, I'm not talking. No, hold on, man. Wait, listen. I'm talking about people just in general. If you I'm mode right now. Put his ass on mute. If you've been in a lot of relationships, man, you also got to reflect on yourself and be like, well, wait a minute, what is it them or is it me? So, you know, you also got to reflect on that too. Like, you got to think about that in your mind, not you per se, but just a person in general. Like, if they've been in multiple relationships, like there's females out there that have been with multiple guys and shit, like, oh, well, this one doesn't work, or this one doesn't work, or fuck, this one doesn't work, or what the fuck are you doing that's wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Would you rather be with a girl who's been in, let's say, 15 relationships, never married, or a girl who's been married 3 times but never been in a relationship? Married 3 times and divorced, never been in a relationship. Which one is more?
I think that, well, the question is, what's the limit for a female or a male? Like, what's the limit? Because it's double standard there. You know what I mean? A fucking woman can be with 15 or 20 guys and fucking look like a hoe, and a guy could be of 15, 20 guys, and 15, 20 girls.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, we're fucking players and shit. So what is the double standard there? You know what I mean?
Well, but I'm just saying, as men, from our perspective, would you rather date a woman who's been married 3 times, it didn't work out, but she's never really been in relationships, she's just married a lot, or a woman who's never been married but been in like multiple relationships?
But it's kind of like the same thing, because, you know, a person that has been with 15 different people, it's like, okay, well, there's no commitment there. But if a person has been in 3 different marriages, why have you been married 3? Why have you been married 3 times? Is it your fault? Is it their fault? Maybe. Well, who knows? You know, maybe it was abusive. Maybe, you know, who knows? Who knows why these 15 people they didn't work out? Or who knows why these 3 people didn't work out? We don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think marriage shows a commitment that they tried to commit.
Judge a book by its cover, so you never know what the deal is, man. You have different experiences.
Yeah, I think marriage, at least there was a commitment there. At least they tried to. They weren't just hopping from man to man to man and bed to bed to bed. At least they tried to commit to someone, albeit 3 times.
Maybe all her husbands are rich.
Yeah, she could be that. You got to find out. You got to do your investigation. You got to investigate. You know. So Scully,
age makes a difference too. Like, if you tell me you're 30 years old and you've been married 3 times, fuck you. You're out. So
yeah.
Like if you're older, then yeah, shit happens. It happens on
That's
both
true.
ends of it. And like Dylan, on what you just said, you gotta look into it and try and make your best decision. Feel it out. Go with your gut, not your brain or your penis.
That's true. That's true. We always say that on the show.
Not
Scully,
that we're good at it.
right, I know. We're saying this because of all the fucked upness we've done. We're giving you our perspective because we fucked up along the way. We're not we practice what we preach here. I mean, we fucked up and we're telling you
our stories. This is our comfort zone. Only
Exactly.
a million people are watching, but we're good.
listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy.
Folks,
Scully,
Be a man, boy.
Scully, what's our next question?
No momento.
how about let's go with man PMS? Is it real? Do men actually get emotional and hormonal?
Hormonal.
The perfect question for that is Tech C. He's the perfect one to answer that question.
Is that right? Is that right? Why is that?
They say that. They say we get in our. Let me ask you something. As men, have you ever noticed a time of the month or whatever, or a certain time? Maybe it's not every month. Maybe it's every 3 months, where you just get that not so fresh feeling.
Your
No,
balls
were
a
you-
little sticky?
Your balls are sticking to your asshole a little bit after
Your
a run.
asshole. Your asshole.
Maybe.
Just think. Do you have swamp ass?
Yeah, I throw an occasional bat wing here and there.
What's a bat wing, Scully? What's that?
I'll explain it to you. It's when your scrotum gets nice and sweaty down in your crotch area, and then you move your leg, and it sticks to it, and it stretches, and it throws a bat wing.
Trying to separate your balls from your butt crack.
Hey,
Nigga, that
we've all
means
been
you
there.
need to take a bath. You need to clean yourself. That's sticky schmagma. That's what the
Powder your
fuck?
balls.
Smegma. That
Powder
is
your
definitely
balls.
smegma and Dewey Denim all mixed in one.
Ooh, that has a scent.
Oh man, yes, yes. See,
They get grouchy, but I don't think it's a period type thing. It's just they get grouchy. Get off our asses. You won't get grouchy.
Hey, there was there was another question that's kind of similar to what you were saying right now. But we're gonna answer this question. We'll go down the line, but man, yeah, like you say, we get grouchy because there's a lot of shit in their head. Like,
Shout out to Kaiser.
there you go. If we're supposed to,
Kaiser.
if we're supposed to protect, if we're supposed to, we have a lot of pressure, and then we get shit on top of shit on top of shit on top of shit. It's like, fuck, you're gonna
it turns
blow
into
the fuck up.
smegma. It turns into
There you
smegma.
go.
I mean,
Leave
come
me the
on.
fuck alone. You know what I mean?
What's up, boss?
Right.
I think that's 100% accurate. We get tired, and I do think there is a certain percentage of man ragging going on.
I agree.
Yeah. I agree. The difference is, women when they get that shit, it lasts for days, right? Ours, is maybe an hour or so, and we're cool. We're done. We get over that shit, right? That's the difference.
If you're
That's
mad,
the pamper.
grouchy, just give him a blowjob, right? We're happy.
Oh yeah, you good? Exactly. Oh man, absolutely,
There's a fix to it.
Oh yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, women, and the difference is no blood.
Yeah.
There you go. That makes a big difference, right? They say, why should you trust something where blood comes out of it once a month? Why should you? Anyway, okay, Scully, what's our next question?
Let me touch on that real
got the
quick.
joke.
Us as men, let's keep it real. We couldn't handle that anymore.
Whoa. Rosie said not true. You men get grouchy for days sometimes.
Is that true?
Hey, I've been not.
I don't get grouchy for days.
Oh, she talking about that nigga though.
She talking about that.
Nigga though.
She talking about that dude.
Let me
She's
tell
only
you,
talking
hey,
about one
hold on.
person on the show.
But see, the thing is this: when I get mad, there's a reason why I get mad, and it's like I'd rather shut the fuck up for a couple of days and not fucking blow you off or talk shit to you, and just leave me the fuck alone, because I'm gonna go off, and it's like you're not gonna want me to go off on you. It's just that's the way I am. I've always been like that.
That's
See, I've been
man,
knowing.
that's man ragging. I do the same thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, V, I've been knowing you for years, and I've never known you. Of course, I'm not dating you. I'm not your bitch, but I've never known you to hold grudges or get mad, man. Like you're pretty steady Eddie.
I don't hold
Kind of a
grudges.
steady
I
Eddie.
don't hold grudges. It's just like my thing is more like it makes you analyze shit. I'm like, fuck, like what's the deal here? You don't want to go off on a person that you love, so I'd rather just back up a little bit. But look, just give me some time and I'll hit you up. I'm not mad. I'm not.
For days?
It's not that I don't. it's not that I don't love you anymore. It's just more like, just give me some time, give me some space, you know, like.
Sure. Your lady is saying it's days on end that you do this. Is that true?
You think I give a fuck what she says?
Ooh, Rosie. You hear that, Rosie? Rosie.
Right.
She about to slap KC through the phone for you, man. Give him one of these.
You know what?
All right, what's our
I do the same thing. That's how I end up in the garage, man. This is where I live.
That's a man. I like that. That's a man cave, Scully. You represent the man cave, man.
My doghouse.
You and Tech C got the man cave going on. So Scully, what's our next question, man? These are great questions from our audience. Great questions. By the way, let me remind our audience once again, chime in, _mentality_show. Chime in with your questions. We'll get them read on the air if we like them. If they're dumb, then, you can take that question somewhere else.
So V sent these over in perfect unison right here. This goes perfect. The very next one, how should women react to a man's overreaction?
How women should react to a man's overreaction. Let's see. Well, we just talked about it. A man, we have feelings. Sometimes we overreact. We have our periods or whatever. Like Tech C, I think Tech C just hit it right on the head. When a man overreacts, he just wants a blowjob, man. He just wants a blowjob. Suck his dick. He will be all right. Trust me. Trust me.
Hey,
I don't know one man who's gonna say if he's mad and he's like da 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 da. You just look at me and go, honey, I'll suck your dick, and he's gonna go, no, I'm mad at you. Don't suck my dick. I'm mad at you.
The minute you say that, if you're mad and you're arguing, say I'll give you a blowjob, dude. That he's gonna be smiling, and be like, all right,
absolutely.
Like, okay, I want a blowjob.
Yeah. What man is gonna say no? I don't want your blowjob. You take your blowjob and go to hell. No.
Right. Within 2 seconds, you're going to hear that buckle hit the floor.
Exactly. That's a simple answer.
That's a soft spot.
But here's the shit, though. There's women out there that when their man is mad or when they get mad at each other, they think that by them not giving you pussy is going to, solve the issue. That's why motherfuckers cheat. Because when you fucking think, I'm gonna fucking fuck this motherfucker, I'm not gonna give him no ass.
Yeah, you're not the only.
Go find it somewhere else.
Yeah, you don't have the only pussy in the world.
Like what the fuck,
Yeah, especially if your man is worth his salt. If he takes care of himself, still a decent looking guy, still got a little game about him, and you acting real, bitchy like that and not giving him the pussy, that dude probably had some chick hitting on him 2 days ago who dropped his number off at him or whatever. He can call, or some chick that still wants to fuck him. So women, watch out for that. You want to start playing games like that, pussy games, you're going to end up getting, fucked.
Hey, no, well, they can do the same shit we do because they'll go somewhere else.
But how many dudes, if a chick starts tripping, okay, I ain't fucking you tonight. You ain't going to get the dick tonight. Dudes don't do that shit. Dudes don't play games like that.
Nope. We're like, fuck, that's the shit. Like, are we going to fuck today?
Right.
No. Okay, I'm gonna go to the shower.
Fuck that. Just fuck us, man. Just fuck us and feed us and give us blowjobs, and
that's it. We're simple. We're simple.
Love us and
we're simpletons. We're simpletons.
Yeah, we're simpletons.
And give head.
Get head, exactly, and take care of my kids. Oh, that's messed up.
Ah, shit.
So, I'm sorry, Scully. You were gonna say something. We cut you off a few times, man.
It happens, dude. It's this Zoom bullshit, but whatever. I was going to say, if a motherfucker's ugly and you think he can't get none, if he's a strong man, they fucking ship those silicone ones out of China every day, and he will fuck that thing instead of you.
Yeah, he will. Yes, he will.
True.
That's true. That's true. I want to try one of those things out. I wouldn't mind trying one of them out. I'm a freak. I'll fucking try that shit out. Yes, I will. I'll lick her asshole and everything.
They're about $1,000, aren't they? $1,500 for that.
Can they have one come in where Anyway, I'm about to say.
Not if you get them off Wish.
Oh, it's on off Wish.
What the fuck is Wish? Is that a website?
Take you 2 months to get it.
Yeah, you. Pussy 9 cents.
What is Wish?
It's like a fucking like Amazon.
Site?
Yeah, it's a website.
Oh, really? And that's WISH. Can you spell that for me? Just write that down.
WISH. Hey, get one off of Craigslist. You'll be okay.
Oh, that's gonna be used.
Nice and
It's
used.
gonna be used. You're gonna get an H.
It's gonna be like semi-used. We're good.
Hey,
She gonna give you
Craigslist has an app
gonna give
now,
you-
so they make that shit easy.
She's gonna give you semi-H. Doctor, what do I have? Well, it's a new thing. It's called the semi-H. Hey, did you know there's a new study out there that says coronavirus can cause erectile dysfunction?
Oh,
So
shit.
be careful, guys.
Don't
Be
get it.
careful. It'd be funny if the doctor was like, "You're fine. I just need to let you know that your heart's gonna probably go out on you in maybe 3 years. You're gonna have some liver issues. You won't be able to walk in maybe a few years. Oh, and erectile dysfunction. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. It's gonna be like,
No.
no. Okay, Scully, next question.
The hell we got?
What you
Oh,
got,
dude, I don't like this. I mean, I do, but I don't. Sounds ghetto. At what point in the relationship is it good to stop talking about previous relationships?
I like that question, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you get into a relationship, you kind of want to know a little bit about the person and who they are, maybe their character a little bit. And nothing reveals a person's character more than how they acted in a previous relationship. Now, most people are not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you their side of the story, okay? So you can't really take that for what it's worth. But, we talked about this on the show before. When they start telling you and revealing things about their past relationships, some of the questions, ask some follow-up questions like, oh, really? Okay, well, how did you handle that? What were you thinking at the time? What made you decide to do that? Those type of questions. And we can actually talk about that in another show and see how they answer those questions right there on the spot. And that'll tell you a little bit about the person, how they think, and their character, as far as who they are and how they may treat you. That's my opinion.
You know what? You already know that when you're in a relationship, well, not in a relationship, but when you start off in a relationship, when you go to your first date, that right there in itself is the first interview. You know what I mean? So when you start talking about your exes or your ex or whoever you're with, it's
Don't do that on the first date. No.
No. I mean, what I'm saying is when you're having a conversation, yeah, you're getting to know each other. But obviously, if the question comes about, it's like, well, how long have you been single? Because a lot of motherfuckers out there, they ask that question, which, don't ask that stupid shit.
Oh, looks like we lost V there. Sorry, V. If you're there, don't come back. No.
Rosie just cut him off.
Yeah, Rosie got in that ass.
Maybe I just deleted him.
Yeah.
Delete.
You just hit him with a baseball bat upside his fucking head. That's what it was.
There you go. KC, you've been quiet, man. What's your opinion on this shit? Hey,
On
V,
what, relationship?
your girl just slapped you, man. She slapped you off camera?
Nah, that was my pops giving me a call, and they're like,
Slap him into the next week.
Slapped him in the. She slapped you into the next show. You know what the topic is next week. Your girl just slapped you into it.
Right?
Sorry, KC. What were you saying?
That's
KC.
actually funny. That was funny.
I'm always funny. Have you ever doubted me?
You're getting better. You're just growing.
I'm maturing right in front of you, right? KC, what's your opinion on this shit? We want to hear the grimy side of the things. The grimy side of things.
What's the topic? What are you talking about?
And now for our grime moment with KC. We want to hear what you think about this relationship stuff, these questions we've just asked.
Oh, I think it's interesting. I'm learning a lot. Obviously, I know nothing about commitment and relationship. I just have friends that I have sexual adventures with, and I want to do a relationship though, but it's so heavy. One person for a minute, huh?
Yeah, that's the point. And as you get older, it gets easier though.
He's
As
just
you get
living
older,
his best life, man. He's just fucking.
and
I mean, it's tough. It's not glamorous. You have moments where you just want to be like, it's over. Like. I just trip off like I think Scully's interesting because he's got the long timer. He's been it the longest, right?
I think so. Yeah.
That's the only person I would talk to out of all you fuckers if I got into a relationship. Vatos is interesting, about like I don't know. We got the poll. How long you gonna last?
I got opinions. I got experience. I got experience. No, you don't want to listen to me. You don't want to listen to me if you're trying to have a long-lasting, committed relationship. You don't want to.
Real talk, though, I feel like it's tough to trust anybody in this day and time, though, just because of the way how so many people are connected and doing things. You know, I see things differently. Like, I see how the single women act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just trip off that. I just...
You know what?
You
You're
know,
right. It's difficult to find. It's difficult to find a person that you can trust. You know what I'm saying? And that they can trust you as well. But it also reflects on you. Like, how are you as a person? How am I as a person gonna treat you? And how are you gonna treat me? So I cannot just be like, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. What the fuck am I gonna do to her as well? It's not just her doing something, you know, that I want, or you got to do this, you got to fit into this criteria, and you got to fit into that criteria. Where, you know, where do I fit in her criteria? Me as a person.
Yeah, and another thing is, if you meet a cute girl, Scully, this is what's going on in the street, Scully. If you meet a new girl and she's cute, I'm telling you, there's like 50 dudes hitting her up on the side. This shit, hey, fuck that dude, you know. So you gotta, she's gotta be strong though. I think today's time, women need to be stronger than men because they're winning. They could, like we always say, she'll post a picture up, it'll be 100 dudes like, hey. You know, if I post a picture up, it'd be my mom, my cousin Scully, like, nice hat. You know, so women are actually winning right now when it comes to the dating world. I don't want any man. Me and my son was just talking about this. Don't fool yourself. Women are gaming.
I agree.
How you got all these girls sleeping with the whole basketball team and they talk about it? Like, what is this?
But you know what though, KC? I gotta say this. When a woman's ready to be serious, all that shit, men hitting her up, she's not gonna be impressed with that unless she's some chick that's just attention whore.
Tell her to give her her password to her inboxes.
But what I was gonna say is,
I said, babe, I'll give you mine. Give me your passwords. Let's see what's going on behind closed doors.
And that's what I was gonna say. If a woman is trying to get into a serious relationship, she's not gonna be impressed with all these dudes because they know that these dudes only want one thing for the most part. They want to hit. They want to fuck. So think about, imagine if you're a man and you want to be in a serious relationship, and every woman that's coming at you, they just want one thing, whether it's money or whatever.
No.
Whatever.
That's not a man's reality.
But I'm just saying from a woman's perspective, if you're, as a man, if women just hit up on you all the time and they only wanted one thing, let's say it was money, because if it was sex, we give them that. We don't care. That's a man's dream. But if it was just money, or if you had something that all these women wanted, and you get tired of that, especially if you're trying to get into a nice, committed relationship with somebody that you can trust and who's overall a good person.
Hey, but here's the question, man.
That stuff's gonna get on your nerves, you know.
But here's the question though, as a man, like when we go out on dates, isn't it the norm that a man is supposed to pay the majority of the time when we go out? You know, like
it's the only rule I do.
Like I was telling Rosie, like, okay, you see all these women that are, you see all these women that are about, let's say they're not in a relationship. You know, they go out on a date with different dudes because they're, number one, they're going to be saving a shit ton of money. Why do you think that a bunch of these girls, if they have a decent job, they're going to find a badass fucking car that a motherfucker is going to be paying for? You know what I mean? Or when they go out to on a date, they all want to go here because this is a fucking lavish, fucking badass fucking spot. And the guy, just all because he wants to do his hit, he's going to fucking take her there, and try to accommodate her with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think we differentiate. You know what I mean?
Not all women, though.
No, I'm not saying all women. But what I'm saying, there's women out there that do that shit, that try to take advantage of the situation. Like, fuck it, I'm a good-looking female. I know what's up. I have fucking 50, 160, a million followers. I'm gonna start going out with motherfuckers. So there you go. But you know what? They do that shit. They fucking go. They go out on they fucking play. And you got motherfuckers thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna take her out. I'm the man. No, you're not, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Is it unreasonable for me to say, babe, I really feel you. I want to do this commitment thing. Give me the passwords to all your shit, and I'll give you mine.
That's kind of, well, I mean, maybe in the beginning you don't want to say that. You want to kind of earn that.
Obviously, I will know when to earn it, but it's something where I'm about to be with niggas, and there's no more monkey shit. Okay, here's my shit. You can see the dirt and filth, whatever. Let me see yours.
You know,
Is that too much?
My opinion on that is I don't think that should ever even come up. You know,
Really?
it happens. I don't think it should be a thing. Just let it happen naturally.
It is a thing, though, bro.
If it's a thing, that means maybe you're already having some trust issues right there.
Yeah, if you gotta have that, then you're already not trusting her.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
This is not early in it, though. I'm just saying. This is when I feel like, you know what? I love the shit out of you, nigga. This is what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I need to, from here on, let's just have a clear sheet. Bam. We know we've been nasty, whatever, but I don't want to see like you got Malik over here still on the hook.
Hey,
you feel me?
Hey, Casey, you've probably been more nasty than her, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, you have more to reveal.
Well, then I got more to lose then. I'm giving you mine like here.
Yeah.
Be ready now. Here. But I also gotta be like, oh shit, you Shaq? Damn.
All right, let me ask you this, Casey. So let's say that situation did come up and you started getting feelings for this woman and y'all had that conversation and you felt like she was cool, and then you look through her phone, she reveals you to her password, and you look through her phone and you find out she, fucked, she fucked, new kids on the block back in the days, whatever,
that's awesome. I'd be like, damn, really? That's dope.
Casey be like, what's that?
Candy.
That's funny. Yeah.
Are you trying to find something that would make me say, "Oh, I can't fuck with you"?
Yeah. What could she reveal?
If she said
say?
If she said it would have to be like she fucked a relative or something. But none of my relatives would do that. We would never be in the same circle. Let me see. It would have to be if she. Wow, I'm either gross or I don't give a shit. Who would it be? I don't know. It's really, I can't think of something. Maybe like, oh, that's gross.
What if she just licked 1,000 dudes' asses?
I'm out. I'm not into 1,000 asses. I can't do it.
And she got pictures of it.
Well, who am I to be hypocritical? I've done 1,000 things with my tongue. So what's up? And obviously, I've been with her. I trust her, and we've both been tested about something, so we're good.
All right. What if she licked 1,000 dudes' asses, but she would never lick your ass? Would you? Would you stay committed to her? She's like, that's the old me. That's the old me. I don't do that anymore. I'm trying to change with you. I'm trying to change with you.
Can you change with
No, because I'm not into getting my butt licked. I mean, I'm not gonna ask for it, but you can surprise me. But I'm not gonna ask for it.
I'd be like, okay, make it 1,001 now. One, please. All right, Scully.
I don't know what could be.
While Casey's thinking about what could wreck his future relationship, we probably have time for. We got time for a couple.
If
more
she
questions.
said she slept with Ray J, I don't like that nigga.
Ray J, Ray, that's your tipping point. Ray J, that's your tipping point.
Kim.
Yep.
What about Flavor Flav or
That's pretty
cool. What about me? What if she slept with me? What if she slept with Delano? Would that be your tipping?
Yeah, I'll be like, you fucked D? Oh no. And
you know what she did if she fucked me. You know what she did if she fucked me.
Your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would have her come on here. Delano, he is way better than you. So sorry.
You would never find that out because I don't care who you ask. They're gonna be like, "You don't trust me? What? You don't trust me?"
Yeah, exactly.
You're never really gonna get that answer. You're not gonna get.
Rosie said asking for a passport is too much.
Yeah, I think so too. I just think let that happen naturally. I don't think you should make it a thing. If it happens naturally and she, hey babe, could you get my phone?
Crystal, all the women saying it's too much. All the women are saying it's too much.
You know what?
Yeah,
all right.
Here's a hot tip. Here's a public service announcement for people. All right.
I'm sorry, ladies.
Ask that question. Watch how they act with their phone and what they do with it and how they try to secure it when you're around them. Do they take it every time they go to the bathroom? Are they showering with it? Do they always make sure that thing is never left alone?
I take it with me when I go to the bathroom. I like to fiddle on the phone when I'm taking a shit.
You like to fiddle on the phone, or you like to fiddle with something else?
Not when I'm taking a shit. No, but I take it with me when I go to. There's another one, Scully. Do they turn it over all the time where you can't see the face of it?
Right.
Every time it's in front of you, do they turn it over or leave it upside, the right side up or whatever? And
are they always like this?
Hell yeah, exactly.
It would hurt me if she saw my shit and said, "I never want to talk to you again."
That would hurt you?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you don't want to be switching password. You
But
don't
see,
take
here's
that
the thing.
chance.
This is my opinion on that. I think that when you're in a relationship, if you're in a relationship and you move in together, or you're gonna get married, that's a different ballgame. Like,
Oh,
password, do whatever the fuck.
I don't have time.
But if you are together, if you're together, but you're not living with each other, then you know what? Hey, you have your password, I have my password. But if we live together, or we're married, I think that's a different ballgame. That's just my opinion.
Well, let me ask you this, V. Let me ask you this. Why is it a difference in living together, sharing passwords, and not living together, sharing passwords? What if you?
I'm sorry about the password thing. Throw that out. That was bad.
All right, that was bad. We're gonna let that one go. You smoked a bad blunt on that one. But what's the difference in living together and not living together, V, as far as sharing that password? What makes the difference? What? So if you don't live with them, you can fuck around.
No,
and they don't have your
on.
password, or like where are you going with this? Where are you going with this, V? Where are you going with this?
Okay, well,
Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this?
Please? See? Thank you. The thing is this, people always want to, if you're in a committed relationship, whether you live together or you don't live together, but I think that when you live together, that's a huge commitment right then and there. Like, okay, now we're fucking together living in the same fucking house. Because if you're not living together and she fucks up or you fuck up, you can leave. You know what I'm saying?
And
you can get the fuck
you're
out.
sharing bills.
Exactly. If you're sharing bills, if you have kids together, that's a different ballgame. But if you're fucking if you're together and nothing's going on between you, there's no commitment, you're not paying bills, then you know what? No, I'm sorry, but no. When you live in the same fucking place and you're paying half the rent or half the mortgage or paying a bill or whatever the fuck, we're already doing the whole. That's a different situation. That's my opinion.
Hey, speaking of that, V, if you are living with a woman, all you young men out there, heed my words here. If you are living with a woman, have your shit together. Do not let that woman be the one paying the rent or the main one paying all the expenses, because you will be her bitch as long as you're living in that house if you are not. Always have the ability to, if you got to move out or if she kicks you out, you can afford your own place. Okay.
Hey, but that, you know what, that goes, and that goes both ways, my boy. And let me tell you something. I tell my daughter is gonna be, she's gonna be 13 years old, but I'm trying to embed that shit in her head right now that she's a little kid. Hey, you know what, baby? When you get older, and you're able to, when you start dating at 45 years old, you know what I'm saying? Then then you can go ahead but you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of you. I don't give a fuck when you go out to a show, or you go out to a fucking restaurant or whatever the fuck. Have a plan. Have money to take care of you, because your dad is not always gonna be around. But always take care of you. You have a fucking great job. You have a fucking great career. You have, whatever the fuck. Take care of you. You gotta take care of you before you take care of anybody else. V gotta take care of V before he can take care of anybody else.
Yeah.
And that's why I put it in her head, And I say that to my boy too. The same shit. I told him the same shit. Now he's gonna be 21 soon. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I've told that motherfucker the same shit. Never rely on anybody else to take care of shit. No matter how much you love each other, my boy. No matter how fucking much you love each other. Because shit happens, Shit happens. God will take them soon, or, they come up with a disease or whatever the fuck. Shit happens, man. It doesn't matter whether they cheat on you, but you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else.
Well, nobody's going to want you. Nobody worth their salt is going to want you to move in with them if you're not taking care of yourself anyway. I'm not going to have some woman move in with me if she's, living in the streets, or she's not bringing something to the table. And most men, especially when you're our age, most women, especially when you're our age, they're not gonna move in some bum or some guy that doesn't have, some hitchhiker that she picked up or whatever, You'll
be surprised, man. You'll be surprised.
Oh, you will be surprised. My mom did that shit. She married a guy. She married some hitchhiker guy. He turned out to be a fucking loser, man.
Yeah.
So Scully, what is our last?
This is a good one. So hey, you're being supplemented by the government? Come on in.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Right.
Ain't nobody doing that. Hey, the last question's the best, so we can run over on this. So, do sometimes button women to get a reaction, and they get mad at the reaction they get?
I think women do that shit. I don't think men do that. I think women do that shit. I think women press buttons to get a reaction, and then when they get that reaction, they act all pissy or they have attitude. I think that question should be in reverse. As far as I'm concerned.
I could almost agree with you because I'm going to say no on the men part. Like, I don't think if you're a man, you're doing that.
Yeah, men don't. We don't play psychological games.
We hope that a man does not do that shit. But there's motherfuckers out there that play that game.
Yeah, there's some pussies out there that do some shit like that, though.
Exactly, Tech. You said it, pussies. Like if a man's doing some shit like that, you're a pussy. If you're playing psychological games. We all know that between men and women, I'm going to say it, women are usually the ones who play those mental games and psychological games. Yeah, you have men, who do that shit. But for the most part, women do that shit. They're the ones who press those buttons. They try to piss you off. They try to get a reaction out of you. And then once they get that reaction, now they want to cry or, all in
like,
that.
What, me? Oh, my God, you're fucking twisting, man. Oh, no.
Right.
Right. I've done, what I have done is like, let's say, for example, like, if they're doing that shit or whatever the fuck, then I turn it around on them and it's like, what the fuck? Like, what, you know what I mean? Why are you telling me that shit? What's the deal? What's your problem? What's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right. Or how many times have we seen those videos on YouTube where the woman, this is a physical thing, she's just pushing the man, hitting the man, slapping the man, kicked him in the nuts, all kinds of stuff, and the dude's just letting her do that shit. Finally, that last slap, he just knocks the shit out of her. Now, I'm not saying that's right, but she got a reaction, and I'm sure she didn't like that reaction when she got.
But see, that's the problem that we've talked about this shit before. It's like, why the fuck do you poke the bear if you know that fucking bear is gonna fuck you up? You know
they don't know that. They don't feel like, they think they can do that shit and get away with it.
They're right. They think that.
But they want that reaction too, and then when they get it, they don't like it. Sorry, B, go ahead.
It's like, like I understand that shit. Like, domestic violence is fucked up. And it's fucked up for both. It's fucked up for both. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this, it's like, if a motherfucker's, I don't give a fuck how calm that motherfucker is, he's going to fucking react one day. And I mean, he's going to react not to fucking hurt you, but he's going to react out of a reaction. Does that make sense? It's like, oh shit, like boom. And he's going to knock your fucking front tooth out and, oh my God, he hit me. Oh my God, can you believe this shit? But she's over there, boom, 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 doing all this bullshit.
Right.
And so who's at fault? The man is going to be at fault. Fuck, you fucking hurt me. Like, no, man, like, just fucking walk the fuck away and live another day, man. That's it. That's all I can say. Or you know what? Get the fuck out of that relationship if it becomes physical.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to be there. Get the fuck out.
Yep. That's a toxic relationship.
Once a person in a relationship, they're talking shit to each other, whether they're fucking, once you call that person out of their name, it's time to get the fuck out, dude.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I agree.
Physical. The first time it gets physical, you're out because it's not going back.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's a circle, there's a circle shit. I remember when I was in school and I took a psychology class. I had a pretty good professor. She said it's a circle that you fucking the guy starts off cool or the person starts off cool, and then you see the turn, right? And then they start getting physical and aggressive, and then boom, they hit you. Then you accept the motherfucker. Oh, okay. Then they go back to the same circle again. I'm sorry, I'm gonna treat you right. A couple months later, here we go again.
What's wrong with Dell's face?
We've been asking that question for years.
Are y'all texting behind my back?
There's no texting behind your back.
V, I just don't have any facial hair this week. You'll be back next week.
Is Rosie flipping me off or you off?
All my fans out there will be back next week. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. A person will only do to you what you allow them to do to you. Okay? Cut that shit off or get out of it. And if you don't check them, they're not going to keep doing it. So we do this thing here before we end the show. We do this thing on the show called the Scully Red Rants. It's been hot. It's been a hot topic here, or it's been a hot part of the show. People love it. We've gotten all kinds of comments about it. Most of the people enjoy what Scully has to say when he gets it off his chest. I'm telling you, we're doing this for your safety. All you civilians out there, if we didn't have Scully get on the show once a week and bust his nut, he will fucking go postal. So We're saving people's lives right now. All right. So without further ado, and by the way, the views and opinions expressed by Scully do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions expressed by the rest of us on this show. Viewer discretion is highly advised. Now, without further ado, here's our man Scully with the Scully Red Rant.
All right, we're running over, and that sounded pretty fucking dangerous, and I'll fucking kill a fool if they don't understand what I'm about to say. Dude, I'm telling you, static cling, yes, static cling fucking pisses me the fuck off. And I'm not talking about rubbing your feet across the carpet and running up and touching your friend and shocking the shit out of their ear or fucking with their nose and all that shit. Dude, I took my hoodie off last night. I swear to God, it went off like 4th of July. Fuck that. Where did that even come from? Dude, slid my underwear off. Guess what lit up my fucking balls? The electricity did. It shocked it like 4th of July. I'm like, what the fuck? How do I ground myself? I'm trying to touch everything but myself for once. Fuck! What the hell? What the fuck? I don't even know what else to say about it. Stop it.
All right. That is Scully with the Scully Red Rant, getting it off his chest and his nuts. That was deep, Scully. That was deep.
Balls deep.
Balls deep, baby. That's right. I was waiting for it.
Balls deep.
All right. What a way to end the show. That was our man Scully with the Scully Red Rant. Folks, we enjoyed having you here with us today. Thank you for joining us on the show. We're here every week, 6:00 p.m. Folks, once this virus gets vaccinated, we will be back. So we're talking about another 6-7 months. Who knows? But we are coming back with a vengeance, folks. We will be back. There you go. 2021 is going to be our year again. We thank you for joining us. 2020 was a mullet year, or what do you call that? A mulligan year. It's a mulligan year for us. So we'll be back. We can't wait. And for all of you who stuck with us throughout 2020, we know y'all are our real fans, our real Mentalians. We appreciate it. Let's give those fans a hand, gentlemen. Let's give those fans a hand. That's right. That's right. Those are the real ones. The ride or dies right there, baby. Ride or dies. All right. So we're going to be back next week. We don't know our topic yet, but we will let you know. We'll put it on our website. Remember, if you want to catch all of our past episodes, our Zoom episodes, and our episodes from LA Talk Radio, catch us on iTunes, AirPlay, anywhere you get your podcast. You will catch the Mentality Show, folks. We love you. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week, folks. Remember, in life, you're good, but with our help, you could be the best. We'll see you next week, folks.
Vámonos.